guys, you're looking at a 192 horsepower, 1.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder Honda CR-V. This is a 2019 year model, and it's in the EXL trim, so it's one trim lower than the Touring. Now this is in a lunar metallic color, I believe they call it, and this does come with all-wheel drive. So today I'm gonna take you on a quick overview of the CR-V. As you can see, this does come with all-wheel drive. Now I did purchase the vehicle with just over 28,000 miles. I now have put just over 31,000 miles on it, and so far my experience with this car has been great, and I can't wait to show you guys around it. So let's start off with the key fob. You get pretty standard key fob. This is the one that has been going through Honda's lineup for a few years now. This does have remote start, as you can see, and a power tailgate. And if you press that button here, a physical key comes out, which is nice. Let's go ahead and start up the CR-V. So you're gonna hit the lock button twice and then hold the button there. It'll flash, and there you go. And it'll flash the hazards a couple times to let you know that the vehicle has started. To turn it off, you simply hold the button and it'll turn off. As I said, there is a power tailgate, so let's go ahead and check out the trunk space. All you do is hold the key fob, it'll beep, and it'll open right up. There is your cargo space. As you can see, it's plentiful for its class. Again, this car goes up against cars like the Ford Escape and Toyota RAV4. And this is nothing special back here. As a college student, I've managed to fit in quite a bit of luggage from friends and myself, loading up this car basically to the brim, the top, with college related supplies. The nice thing about the CR-V is that it does come with a spare tire, not one of those fix-a-flat kits. And as you can see on the side, it does come with levers, so you can put the seats down, which split 60-40. You get some nice lights on the side, and then finally you have this cover which pulls out and slides in there, which is really nice. Okay, oops, let me go ahead and put that back up. There you go. Okay, now to close the tailgate, it's just a simple push of a button right there, and it comes down very nicely. There we go. Continuing on the rear, as you can see, we do get physical exhaust tips. We get two of them. We have a dual exhaust system, which is pretty nice. In the back, to go over the lights, the reverse lights are the only incandescent lights on this vehicle. I did upgrade them to LED lights, so it's much brighter. The turn signals, the brake light, the third brake light, they're all LEDs. Moving to the side, you get these really nice, tasteful, subtle, simple wheel designs. Nothing special. You got your fuel door there. On the, I don't know if it's the same on the base model, but with the EXL, you do get the turn signals on the mirror caps. I will say that the antlers and the red nose do not come standard with the vehicle. That's just me being a little festive for the holidays. And as you can see, it is snowing here in Buffalo, New York. It's a very nice day today. It's a calm amount of snow, not too windy. Perfect day for a car review. So, what else? Let's go to the front of the vehicle. We have, unfortunately, they kind of cheaped out in the front. They did give us halogens in the front and fog lights. No LEDs. The only thing LEDs are the daytime running lights and the turn signals, as you saw when I turned on the remote start. As you can see, this does come with Honda sensing, so your sensor is going to be housed right there. Other than that, that's the side view there. I think this is a pretty tasteful design. I'm a fan of how this generation of Honda looks. They went very subtle with it, but they added some aggressive body lines to the front bumper, rear bumper to give it sort of a sportier look. But yeah, let's go ahead, pop the hood, and show you under the hood. All right, opening the hood of the 2019 CR-V. There it is in all its glory. As I said, this pumps out about 192 horsepower out of this small but adequate enough engine. This is a four cylinder, but it's got Honda's signature Earth Dreams technology, and it is turbocharged. So this engine, one thing I do like about it is how quiet it is. It only gets pretty loud when you're really speeding up, getting to highway speeds on the highway. Other than that, this engine has been giving me around 25 to 30 miles per gallon, so it is extremely fuel efficient. Let's go ahead and close the hood. And there you go. As you can see, I did upgrade the front to LEDs. They're just much brighter and work better. The high beams are still halogens. They're the fog lights. They're also halogens. Let's go ahead and show you guys the interior now. Okay, stepping into the 2019 CR-V, just to quickly show you, if you put your hand on these ridges here, it'll lock the car. If you put your hand here, there is a sensor and that'll unlock it. The engine is running, so it won't do that. Let's go ahead and step inside. Okay, here we are. This is the EXL, so it comes with leather. That includes a leather wrapped steering wheel. Your seats are plushed in leather, center armrest, and you get a bunch of extra features like this moonroof up here. You get memory seats. As you can see, we get 2 memory seats and a whole suite of buttons for your windows and whatnot. Here is your Honda sensing stuff over here. So you have your lane keep, lane departure. You have your tailgate, automatic tailgate opener. You have your forward collision warning, and of course your traction control. Moving on to the dash, as you can see, it is half digital, half gauge. So you have your engine temp, your gas tank level, and in the middle you do have this customizable menu screen, so I can shift between gas. This is to tell you if you're drowsy, or it basically lets you know if you're driving and you need a break. You can see your all-wheel drive information. You can see maintenance related stuff, as well as your music and your phone. But I like to keep it on the gas menu. And as you can see, the weather's a bit cold today, so I've been averaging just under 24. Just under 25, a little over 24. And I do have 31,699 miles on the clock as of this video. On the steering wheel, you get your adaptive cruise control settings here. So here you can say, it's not going to work now, I'm not buckled in, but you can set your cruise control speed and how far behind a car you want this car to follow. That's your lane keep assist right there. And then you have your audio control, phone control stuff on this side. Moving on to the middle, you have pretty nice features, pretty standard features, your HVAC controls. We do get heated seats, 3 levels of heated seats for the passenger and the driver. You have your gear shifter here. Thankfully, it's a normal, traditional gear shifter, not one of those dials. You have your econ mode button here. It just basically turns on in your gauge cluster. You do get your parking brake button here. Push it down, push it up, whatever. And a really nice feature on these CRVs, and a lot of other cars have this too, is brake hold. So let's say you're driving down the road and you're at a red light, you come to a full stop, you can release the brake pedal, and if you have this activated, it'll hold the brake for you, which is really nice, especially if you have intersections where the lights are just extremely long for whatever reason. So that's a really nice feature to have. As you can see, moving on to the gear shifter itself, you have a bit of a selection here. We do have S, which is a, quote, sport mode, and low gear mode. Moving on to the right side, you do get a glove box, which is damped, not lined with felt, but it's a decently sized compartment. And on the armrests, it's padded here, it's padded there, hard plastic on the bottom. You get this nice, obviously fake wood, but this really nice trim that goes along the whole interior. Over here, it's not plastic, but it's a nice soft material. You get a really minimal amount of piano black plastic, which is very nice because it's easy to keep black plastic, like on these places, really clean. The only other place is right here, and I'm sure there are a few other spots where, there we go, piano black plastic, but a very minimal amount. You got your vents up here, hazards. Moving up to the top, you get your buttons for the moonroof, lights, and then 3 buttons for your garage door openers. You get a sunglass holder, which turns into a mirror. And one thing I really love about this car is that the visors, and this is the first car I've owned that does this, is that it extends. Which, if you watch the straight pipe videos, those two guys love their visors that can extend like that. Moving on to the center console, again, this is padded right here. You do get 2 cup holders. It holds the drinks very nicely. Open this up, you get pretty nice storage. This piece is removable. If you move this back and ignore the mess that I have, you get a power outlet and 2 USB ports. You can bring this armrest down and extend it. There's a few different locations you can put the armrest in. One thing I do want to point out is that this car does come with Apple CarPlay. So you do have your smartphone connection there, which is Apple CarPlay. One other thing I want to note is that this is, being the EXL model, comes with these upgraded, it comes with an upgraded speaker system. So it comes included with these tweeter speakers, which you have 1 on each side. Of course, you have the speaker in the middle, speakers on the doors, and when I go to the back, I will show you that there are 2 more speakers just like this on the door panel. Other than that, one last thing, I guess, is that this does have blind spot monitoring. So I just butchered that word. But you will have a light that pops up on each mirror that tells you if there's a car in your blind spot. Let's go ahead and move on to the back seats now, which I think you guys will be just as impressed as I am with it. One quick thing I forgot to mention is that, of course, 2019, this does come with a backup camera, and you do get multiple views. So you got a top-down view, wide angle, wider angle, and you get backup sensors. So it'll let you know if there's something coming from the left or right. But yeah, I just forgot to mention that. But there you go. So here's the door panel. Here's what I was talking about with the speaker. That's your additional speaker that you get. So you kind of get a surround sound system in this car. Okay, sitting in the back of the CRV, pretty comfy, I must say. Again, it's leather seats back here. Very, very comfy. You do get this armrest that folds down with 2 cup holders. Not much else going on for the rear passengers. Let me turn on the lights. You do get 2 vents and 2 USB ports. Standard USB ports, no Type-Cs. Because back in 2019, Type-Cs were not the hype. But other than that, you do get headrests that do adjust, as you can see. And the same wood trim. Again, I'm just very happy with Honda because they did not cheap out in the back. They give you a padded armrest here, and this part is padded. Everything else is plastic, especially down here, but that's not a problem. They did cheap out, though, and only gave you 1 pocket on the passenger side seat. There is no pocket behind the driver's seat. And cup holders, pretty standard. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the rear. Let's go ahead and step out. Show you guys quickly the exterior of the car again. Again, I am very, very happy with this car. I think this car is a great vehicle to have. It's got good gas mileage, a adequately powered powertrain, and the all-wheel drive system on this car is pretty good. Here in Buffalo, we've had quite a few snowstorms already. We had one major lake effect snowstorm a couple weeks back, and this car handled really well in that. Really, really well. There you go. You can see the LED running lights in the back. And I would show you guys the exhaust note, but this car this car doesn't really sound good with a 4-cylinder in it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a quick overview, quick 15-minute probably video of the 2019 Honda CR-V. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and stay tuned because I have a lot more cars to review. So I'm looking forward to reviewing them for you guys and improving personally my video recording skills as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to look at my other car reviews, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, guys.